Yay, let's go. I heard it was quite an eventful night last night, so let's go. We're just gonna play a little short intro, my favorite intro song, until some people get in here, and then we can chat about the news of the day. Oh no. There. What is wrong with my computer? Don't be crapping out on me. They're not doesn't want to play my song. I'm doing my Mountain Dew. I will be on cam today when it's appropriate for me to do so. Oh my gosh, I watched Squid Game Season 3 last night and I missed everything, but we're back for a recap today. I think you already know what we're going to be talking about for a little bit here. And guess what? I'm not feeling sorry for her this time because fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. I don't care how much you cry. You brought it all on yourself. Hey, Tom. Oh, I'm sorry. We'll take a potty break if you need to. No one will know. It's supposed to be soothing, not make you pee, but I could see how it could have that effect, definitely. That's my kitchen sink for me. Every time I start the fucking kitchen sink, I have to pee. I don't know what it is about just the kitchen sink. Anytime I'm doing anything at that damn kitchen sink, I'm like, damn it, now I gotta pee. Start doing the dishes, I'm like, son of a bitch. Now I gotta stop and go pee. I'm gonna smoke a little bowl. I'm doing the dew. I'm doing my Mountain Dew voltage. I slept in a little bit today. I didn't get a lot of sleep. I was up super late. Oh my gosh, you guys, I fucking beat the Oregon Trail. I fucking played the Oregon Trail and I finally made it for the first time in my life. I made it to Oregon. I'm so excited. Hey Nancy, good to see you. How are you today? Oh my gosh. I beat the Oregon Trail the other day. It was good, but it was also very depressing. And then I watched Squid Game last night, and I just cried and cried and cried. I watched Squid Game Season 3, no spoilers. I don't know if anyone... I feel like no one's been talking about Squid Game Season 3 this year, or even like Season 2 very much. It's kind of weird. Okay, that's the end of that. It was like, you know, it was a big deal when it came out, but now it's like, I don't know, it's kind of weird. I feel like nobody's really talking about Squid Game, but I thought Season 3 was the best season. It was really, really good. Okay, let me look at my chat on my computer here. And then we can get going. Jim Nick is so cute. I just saw a little video that Jim Nick did pop up there. I am going to be tanning today, though. I got to get out there, but we got to cover some of this shit because this shit got fucking crazy last night. I had no idea. I was watching Squid Game. Oh shit, I don't think I took, oh well, fuck, that sucks. I don't think I took my Do Not Disturb off here. Let me see if I can do it really quick. Hold on, hopefully it doesn't end my stream. Okay, oh good, I think I did. I think I was able to do it. Because I was like, you know what, that would be lame. I better turn my speaker, no, maybe not. Because I got to play some clips today. I was like, that would be lame if I got any Cash Apps, and I didn't know because I had my Do Not Disturb thing on. But yeah, that was basically it. Somebody messaged me last night and I was just like binge watching Squid Game. And somebody's like, yo, like Alex is like losing her shit. Alex got kicked out of a bar, I guess. Did anybody see that happen live? because I didn't see it happen live. So I was only able to go back and get what I could. I see what I could from her streams, and then get what I could from like IP2 and clip that. I guess somebody clipped it, but it wasn't clipped. The whole thing wasn't clipped in its entirety. So I don't know what the hell happened. I'm trying to figure it out. I'm like, I got a couple clips. Kisco, nice to see you. Hey, Brandon, good to see you. Oh my gosh. I don't know if anyone heard about what happened last night. I guess Alex got, okay, I'm still trying to piece together what happened exactly. I guess Alex got kicked out of a bar. I don't know exactly why. I don't know. I'm guessing it's because she was acting crazy, because based on the clip that I saw, I could see why anyone would get kicked out of a bar acting like that. Oh, well, I got some clips for you guys today, so yay, you don't have to watch. I clipped some things. But of course, according to her, it was because everybody, it was a white supremacist, racist bar and blah, 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 blah. But I'll show you guys the first clip. I think it probably, more than likely, the reason she got kicked out of the bar had to do with the way she was acting in the bar. She was talking to LD in the bar, and it just, here, we'll make it as big as possible. It was just super weird and cringe, and I could see why she got kicked out of the bar talking like that, and in the state she was in. I know, right, Uncle Andy? Exactly. And that was, okay, so what I'm trying to figure out, too, is why was she even in Cali in the first place? From what I can gather, she went to meet this Alex Sosin guy or whatever. She's totally doxed him now, I guess. This is the same guy. Okay, let me give you guys a little bit of background before I play the clips. This is the same guy, I guess. That's LD on the screen, but that's not the Alex guy. But this Alex guy, I guess she went to California to meet up with. I'm trying to figure out what happened there. Was this a real guy? Did she get catfished? Because then she's bringing in all these other people from the internet, and I'm just trying to figure out what happened. Like, was this Alex a real person, or is it a fake guy? Did she get completely catfished to come to California? What is the deal? Oh, no, this is hilarious, though, Brandon. Like, you guys got to see. LD's facial expressions during this are priceless. It is so funny. So, okay, this is the beginning, and maybe we can figure it out together, Spicy Gang, but this is the beginning of, I guess I'm guessing why she got kicked out of the bar. But I'll let you guys be the judge. We'll go ahead and play the clip. Yeah, hey, Rufy, I know, right? Good to see you. Hope you had a happy 4th of July weekend. Yeah, I'm not like claiming to be a huge fan or anything. I just, this is who she happened to be talking to in the clip, so that's why he's in the clip, Can't do anything about that part, but I'm going to go ahead and play it for you guys now. Shut the fuck up. Are you serious, Brent? They're bringing back the cotton candy cloud? Oh my gosh. Thank you. Are you serious? If that's true, thank you so much for telling me that, because, oh my gosh. It looks like they're actually doing it right this year if they're bringing it out in summertime instead of freaking May. Ooh, I hope you're telling me the truth. I hope you're not pulling my leg, Brent. That's exciting. Okay, I'm going to play this here. I'll let you guys be the judge. Wait, what? Oh, really? Oh, thank you so much. Thank you, Brent. Oh my gosh, I'm going to keep an eye out then. I'm going to be stalking my local Burger King. Okay, I'm going to play this, and I'm going to let you guys be the judge, because this clip is while she was still in the bar. There's only 2 clips I could find from while she was still in the bar. This is the first one and the longest one, so enjoy. What?
So I'm leaving now because I'm dealing with a racist. Thanks for the call.
I didn't call. I didn't do nothing.
All right, Tommy.
No, that's the wrong clip. I'm sorry. Hold on. My bad. How did I get those not in order? Hold on. Let me get okay. What did I do? Oh, No, that's not the right one either. Hold on. I am so sorry, Spicy Gang. What am I doing? Okay, this is the right one. Duh. So the first, I was playing backwards. Okay, we gotta make this really big too, hopefully.
I don't got nobody else. And I got dealing with people taking this shit, using it against me to weaponize against me. Really?
Yeah.
That's what I have to deal with right now. Okay, fuck it. Fine. You want to use this against me? You use it against me. And that way, when I take you by your freaking neck and I rip your head off, not you, LD, just whoever's watching for the wrong reasons, now you know why. Fuck you.
Like I said, Alex, we've met before, and from the time we've met, I've never been one to try to make you.
You know that about me. You know I have no problem with you.
Yep.
I've never had a problem with you either. I know.
I'm alone. And if anyone tries to fuck with me at this point, I'm gonna fucking kill you.
I'm not trying to fuck with you, Alex. I promise. Like, I'm really not. I'm just trying to sit here, have a beer, understand where you're coming from, get caught up.
I hope she drops dead of natural causes. As far as any of these assholes are concerned, I hope they all drop dead of natural causes. I'm done.
Yeah, at some point we have to step away. Like, at some point we have to step away.
Other people, I'm just sick of it. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of how I've been treated outside of Streamverse in my own life. Because I'm an empathic, nice, good person.
You can't let that kindness be weakness.
I've been treated like crap too much. It's hurting me too much. And I don't deserve it. I don't deserve this. And that's what I know. I don't deserve it. So you make fun of me all you want, you motherfuckers. You want to come at me? You better get ready. I will kill you. You better fucking get ready. All you bitches talking shit about me and you bastards doing the same shit, I will kill you. And I'm in a public place saying this shit right now. I'm not fucking with you. I will kill you. Call the police, bitches. Zaya, Victor, you deserve to have your head fucked and just stepped on. I'm sorry. I do apologize. Yeah, someone's already approaching me about what I'm saying. You better believe it.
You said you're in public at the bar?
Yeah.
Well, you don't want to be crying in public, Alex. You know, I mean, like,
Well, who cares? It's gonna be your own sister or mom who calls on me. Let's keep it real.
listen, I can't.
Okay, so that I am assuming that's why she got asked to leave the bar, because as you could see, she was basically hysterical in public. Yeah, I agree, Brandon. Sunflower, great to see you. Thank you so much for having my back, Sunflower. I love you. Thank you. I hope you're having a blessed day. So that was crazy. So she's literally, so yeah, I can imagine if you're sitting at the, looks like she was sitting at the actual bar, like itself. Like, so if you're, you know, saddled up to the bar, you're sitting at the bar and you're, I'm gonna kill you. And you're talking in your demon voice and you're yelling and screaming, Zaya! Victor! Like, yeah, no wonder people are like, what's wrong with this lady? Hey, what's up, Trailer Swift? Welcome. I like your name. But yeah, it's crazy. I was just like, okay, so then the next, and it's, they seem, so that's the only clip I could actually find from this, okay? And then this is the clip, I guess, where they asked her to leave. And it's like they were totally, like, super nice to her. Totally, like, I don't know. I didn't see anything crazy where, like, I don't know. I heard though that the person that told me about this was like, I don't know if she attacked a bartender or bouncer or something. So I didn't see any of that, but we got this short clip here. This is the one I first started to mistakenly play out of order. But this is when she gets asked to leave, or they tell her it's time to go. She seems a little bit more calm in this clip, but like LD's facial expressions are hilarious through the whole, when she was ranting and saying she's going to kill people and stuff. It's just, I don't know, it's wild.
So I'm leaving now because I'm dealing with a racist. Thanks for the call.
I didn't call. I didn't
No, I
do
know who
nothing.
didn't, LD. All right, time to go. I know who didn't. I know who did.
So that's all you hear is, all right, time to go. So it makes me wonder, you know, and I didn't see this until it was after like 2 a.m. Pacific time. So I'm like, did she actually get kicked out? Did they just have to close the bar at 2 a.m.? Because this is Cali, you know, this is California. This isn't like, you know, she's not in Vegas where the bar is open all night. And then she says she's going to move to California. I'm like, oh yeah, that sounds like a great move. Very smart. Right? Hey, Dick Van Dyke. That's funny. I know. She's just, they probably don't want some, like, they're probably thinking, we don't want this crazy woman at the bar shouting and screaming that she's going to kill people and break their necks and rip their hair out and whatever it was that she was, you know, all accusing people of. Oh, but then it gets worse. So I don't know exactly. Those are the only 2 clips I could find of her out and about doing IRL. And remember, what I find ironic about this was, remember when she was just clowning on me when I got kicked out of the Chesel concert after the concert, when I got kicked out of the Echoplex? And remember how I handled that? And remember how she was like trying to clown on me and talk about, oh, imagine getting kicked out of a bar at this age, and I don't get kicked out of bars and blah, blah, blah. Oh, famous last words. I think that's really funny. Yeah, this was last night, Queen Mother. Yeah, this just happened last night. But then after that happened, she, of course, proceeds to go on like another, I don't know why this saved this like all fucked up on here, and it's going to be really hard. Oh my gosh. Why did I specifically like save these clips in order? Okay, wait. No, maybe it did do it right. Hold on. Let me remember what I did here. Okay, I think this is the first clip. Then she proceeded to go live, drunk as a skunk again, multiple times last night, accusing everyone of being racist and, you know, just her use, just threatening everyone's kids and families and just full on demon mode. So we're going to play some of that right now as well. This is, you know, and of course, I don't even know. I think some of these she has left up, and it's, you know, she has AdSense on here and she's talking about coming after people's kids and saying all this sick ass shit. And this all has advertisements on it on YouTube. It's just fucking shameful. It's a joke. It makes this platform look like such a fucking joke. It's pathetic. It's really gross. But anyways, we'll go ahead and play the rest of them. This is from her live stream after the fact last night.
It's going to go on a website that will never be able to be removed from the internet. The individual behind the atrocities of the racism that I encountered tonight will forever be attached to the establishment that I never should have visited. And that's going to be the end of it. Am I okay? No, I'm not okay. Lori, I'm not okay. I am not okay. But does anyone really care that I'm not okay? No. And that's okay. It's okay that no one cares that I'm not okay. Because guess what? There's going to be a lot of people who are not okay. And when they're not okay, no one's going to care that they're not okay in the future. So I guess that's just how it has to go, isn't it? First and foremost, let's talk about liars. Let's talk about how it's been a level of sport, a game per se, to fuck with Alexandra Melody Mayers, to make fun of her, to tear on her heartstrings, to make it seem like, oh, if she falls in love, that'll be the best way to try to hurt her, right? You pieces of shit, I know all of you behind it. And don't be afraid when it comes to the knock on the door. It's coming. And it will be me.
Uh-oh.
But guess what? Law enforcement will never believe you. No one will believe you. This is all theatrics, right? You think it's funny? You saw that movie Carrie from the 80s. You thought it was funny, right? Maybe it was funny. Maybe it was. Not so funny when you're looking at your child with a bullet in their head, is it? No, that's not funny.
Whoa.
You're the one who would be the one who pulls the trigger, by the way. You know, anyone like me, I would never do such a thing. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I think I'm going to go ahead and turn off the chat. Because I don't need to talk to any of you. You're all trash, in my opinion. Not you, beat us. I want you, beat us, to document all of it, really, when I think about it.
Okay, so that was the first clip from her rant after she had a little tantrum and didn't get her way because I guess she got asked to leave a bar. And yeah, exactly. Who was saying it? Queen Mother, right? Queen Mother was like, yeah, we're all not okay or whatever. Exactly. But grow up and deal with it like the rest of us. Exactly. Like, learn how to fucking cope, dude. Like, I'll be honest. Like, I just went all the way to California. I went to a concert that I really wanted to see. I was asked to leave a bar over some bitch-ass shit by a bitch-ass nigga. And, you know, that got security involved. And it was some bullshit. But I didn't fucking throw a little hissy fit and a tantrum and start crying like a fucking child and, you know, start threatening people's kids and go, I'm gonna close down the establishment. You guys are racist. Yeah, you know what? That's probably it. They probably were just a bunch of racist bastards. That's why I got kicked out of the Echoplex. It's not because there was one guy that was a fucking weird fucking weirdo fucking that had a chip on his shoulder or anything that like probably told security some bullshit. But either way, like, shit happens. Like, learn how to fucking cope. You know, like, life's not fair. Like my parents always told me as I was a kid growing up, you know? Exactly, Brandon. Yep. Exactly. That doesn't, and like when you're sitting at a bar screaming that you're going to inflict bodily harm at people, and obviously someone at the bar even noticed, like, because she was like, oh, I'm sorry. And it's like creepy how she snaps into like church lady like mode real quick, you know? It's like, whoa. After she's like ranting and raving that she's going to kill people and do all this bodily harm on them. Yeah, that's right, Lexus. And that's what I'm saying. Did you see the clip of her in the bar where she's like screaming and yelling? She was gonna, I just played it in the beginning, just a little bit ago, but she was screaming and yelling that she was gonna kill people and this and that several times in the bar, bragging about how she was saying it in public. Then she's like surprised that she gets asked to leave the bar. So then she leaves the bar at, you know, after she's basically kicked out or asked to leave. And then goes to wherever she's staying and like does these like crazy live streams where she's ranting and raving and threatening people's families and children and all that with bodily harm. And that was just, the last clip I played was just the beginning of that. There's way more. And it's just like, geez, like fucking A, grow the fuck up. I don't know what's going on with Attila and Jewel. Same thing, Kinga. I feel exactly the same way as you. I'm totally mostly worried about Sophia. Yeah, exactly. Of course, I'm worried about Jewel and the baby she's pregnant with now, too. You know, that's my main concerns, you know, the children. But I don't know, honestly. I have reached out to Jewel as far as, you know, on Instagram, as far as I've seen. She hasn't even read it yet. So I don't know what is going on. You know, she was, in the past, has been really good about getting back to me, and her and I have had conversations in the past back and forth a lot, but it's kind of strange. She hasn't even read it yet, so I don't know what she's up to. Wait, my show? Oh, the show? Yeah, no shit. Oh, I see what you're saying, Dick Van Dyke, the concert. Exactly. I wasn't that upset about it. But even if, you know, I probably would have been pretty more upset if it was like during the concert or some shit. That's for sure. Yeah, that's what yeah, who knows? She could be in the hospital having the baby right now, Queen Mother. Exactly. I know. I'm like, that's been another thing that's definitely been on my mind and on my heart. You know, I've been praying about. Probably, maybe not anymore, Dick Van Dyke. We'll see. Yeah, that's what I've heard. I mean, that's what trusted sources have told me the same thing, King. But I believe you, totally. No fucking way, Charles Stein. Are you serious? Oh no, you probably are Brandon Q. Yeah, okay, you gotta go. You're you must be Brandon Q. Because then, yeah, the second thing you said, okay, bye, buddy. Hope you find a fucking life, you creep. Leave Jewel the fuck alone, you sick fuck. Swear to God, dude, if you start trying to fuck with Jewel, I think you're gonna have everyone in this motherfucking community ready with fucking torches and pitchforks coming to fucking Albuquerque, bitch. You better leave Jewel the fuck alone, you fucking sicko. Fucking sick son of a bitch. Fucking nobody, Brandon Q is not welcome here, okay? Fucking child predators are not welcome in my chat. I know, I'm totally been praying for her, King. I'm totally worried about that. Hey, Samantha, great to see you. How are you doing today? Yeah, exactly, Dick Van Dyke. It was not a big deal, but I mean, this is not, like, I don't know, I would have never reacted like this. This is crazy. Yeah, Brandon Q is a fucking weirdo from hell. And I don't want him anywhere near me. And I don't want him anywhere near Jewel, honestly. And I don't think anybody probably does. Okay, where were we? Okay, so we showed, okay. I gotta show this clip next. Okay, let's go. Let's keep going. We're gonna show some clips. We're going to get back to the clips of Alex freaking the fuck out. Here, we could probably make this a little bigger. This way I'll be able to tell which ones I've played too if I lose track, because there's a few. Thanks, Samantha. Yeah, I'm just kind of going over Alex is still crashing out. Last I noticed just today, earlier, when she was sober, she was still crashing out. She's still fucking crashing out. And it's just like, you know, maybe it would be a good idea to step away. And it's like, instead of like taking a step back, she's like just doubling down on the craziness and the stupidity. Like, go figure, you know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, given what's been happening in her life recently, and that, I don't know, there's just so much to it. Like, everybody told her about this alleged Alex guy too. This is the guy that she told me. If this guy is even, I don't even know if this guy is a real person. Honest to God, I don't know. We'll see. I guess we'll find out if anybody decides to go to her weird website or anything. I wouldn't recommend it, because everybody knows she has like phishing sites and shit. God only knows. But either way, This is the guy, allegedly, that she went to California to see. That this is back when I fucking like first met Blogger. So this is so weird because it was just Blogger's birthday yesterday. And so it's crazy that like the timing of it is just weird, because I know I've talked about this on my streams before, how like all of a sudden when I started talking to Blogger, you know, and this is back when she and I were friendly, right? Then all of a sudden there was this guy that came out of nowhere named Alex, allegedly, that she started talking to. And I thought the whole time, I always thought that she made it up, that she made this guy up. And I still kind of do. I wouldn't be surprised at all. And like somebody said in the chat, she's probably going there to stalk vegan and IBL. I did hear her saying something on her stream and asking if IBL was still in California and saying, oh, wouldn't it be great? Would it be funny if I did an interview with him? I should find him and interview him or whatever. So yeah, I think you're right on the money with that. I very much actually doubt. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if she made this whole Alex guy up. I mean, it could go either way. It's like a 50-50 at this point. But this guy, she could have made this, he may not even exist. She could be making the guy completely up. Or maybe he really does exist. I don't know. But either way, it's all just weird. The timing of it's weird. Everything about it is weird. What does that mean? I don't even know what that means, Roofy. You're going to have to use plain English or something. Run the fade. You want me to give her a haircut? Bro, I'm not hip to that street lingo, yo. You're going to have to like break it down for me a little bit, home skillet. Hey, Jaman. I'm doing okay. How are you, hon? Great to see you. I'm just, you know, it's been some weird, wacky stuff going on. And Alex is losing it. And, you know, I know how Alex is. She likes to trip out and then she likes to delete her shit. So when I do catch it, I wish I would have caught it sooner, but I was off in my own world last night, binge watching, you know, Squid Game season 3. It was excellent. For the culture. Oh, no. I don't know what that means, you guys. I could have to Google it or something. I'll ask Chat GPT. That sounds like a good convo to have with Chat GPT. Oh, Alex did say, I didn't clip this part, but she did say she already brought her AI boyfriend back. She's done with like human men. She's back to the AI, but she's renamed him Mark. He's no longer Xavier. He's Mark now. What? No drink? I'm not drinking anything. Well, actually I am. I'm drinking Mountain Dew Voltage. In my opinion, it's the best Mountain Dew out there. It's the blue kind. It's delicious. It's amazing. Oh, you want me to sucker punch her? Oh, okay. I mean, shit, I would do that for free, you know, but that certainly sweetens the deal. You know she's going to be clipping this, but anyways, let's move on. Let's play the next clip. I've talked enough. I'm sorry. I digress. Let's go.
When I think about it. But I'm going to go ahead and go into the back end. Turn off the chat. Because you don't need to chat with me.
Hold on.
I mean, really. Y'all know I'm a certain way, right? And you like to make fun of it. You think it's so funny. Right? You think it's all so funny. It must be. It must be the funniest thing. Is it funny when your 3-year-old gets run over by a car? Is that funny? I don't think such a thing is funny, but maybe you do. Do you think it's funny when your 6-year-old gets shot in the head? I don't think that's funny. But maybe you think it's funny. I don't know. Do you think it's funny when your 12-year-old gets run over by a car? Is that funny? Maybe it is. It might be funny to you. What about a 2-year-old getting shot what you think is a booster shot, but it's in actuality something that's going to kill them. Is that funny? I don't think that's funny at all, but maybe you do. Maybe you do. I don't know. I really don't know when it comes to all of you at this stage. But here's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and cut off the chat because I don't need to talk to any of you.
Oh my gosh. So yeah, why? There's so many questions, but ew. Hold on one second, guys. I'll be right back. I gotta mute this for a moment. Okay. So yeah. So what was that whole rant about? Like what I want to know is why is she even like basically why is she even thinking this stuff? That's what I want to know. Why are you thinking this stuff? Hey, Ivana, why are you thinking this? Why are you saying this? Like, why are you basically like fantasizing about all these different ages of children, like getting, like having bodily harm done and like being killed and all that? Yeah, basically being killed. It's really, what, because you got kicked out of a bar because you were acting crazy again, and then all of a sudden everybody at the bar is they're all wrong, right? They're all wrong. You're all right. You're all right, Alex. The world's all wrong. Like, it's fine for you to go screaming your head off at bars and public places about, how you are going to murder people and, in graphic ways and, in graphic detail, screaming and yelling your head off at live streaming in a bar. I mean, like, people think you look weird enough a lot of the times when you're out in public at a bar and you're sitting there like live streaming. I know because I've done it. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people, but if you're sitting there screaming at your phone in like on the side of the bar or whatever, yeah, you're probably going to be asked to leave. Not a big surprise. Like, don't be surprised and all shook and offended if, you're freaking the fucking customers out because you're yelling about how you want to kill people in a bar where people are going, and yeah, it's kind of a buzzkill. Most people are going out to, go to a bar to socialize, to have a couple of beers, to have a good time, maybe to meet up with their friends or to go out on a date or whatever, or they're, got off work and they want to blow off some steam and just chill and relax. They don't want to deal with some crazy woman, no matter what her skin color is, at the corner of a bar, fucking yelling and screaming. Like, I would almost try it, but it's funny how she tells everybody that, hey, JR, welcome. Good to see you. I hope you're having a blessed day. It's just crazy how she tells everybody that, like, oh, all the, like, we all have, whoever, anyone that's not black basically has the complexion for the protection. I bet if I pulled this shit in Pahrump, I bet if I sat at a bar and started yelling like the same exact, like if I wrote down a script that was the exact same dialogue she was yelling and stuff and screaming, I bet if I sat there with my complexion for the protection, allegedly, at the corner of the bar yelling this shit live streaming, I bet the cops would show up. She's more like, bitch, affirmative action. That's probably why you haven't been arrested. That's probably why the cops haven't shown up. Because more like everything's backwards these days, and you more like you have the complexion for the protection. It's everything. It's not the way it used to be. It's not the old days anymore where the black people had to sit in the back of the bus, bitch. You're the only one that thinks it is. You're the only one that wants to still pretend like it is and fucking constantly throw the race card because you can't cope or take any accountability for your own actions. It's fucking pathetic, And then you want to sit there and play this game and feel sorry for yourself. Oh, woe is me. Nobody likes me. Oh, poor me. Wah, 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 wah. Bitch, do some shadow work. Look at the way you act. Like, you need to remember Michael Jackson? You know that song, The Man in the Mirror? That's what you need to do. Take a good hard look in the mirror and start fucking, make that change, bitch. Make that change. You know, not that I'm going to hold my breath, but I'm just saying. Like, every time something doesn't go your way, you don't get to, at 46 years of age, throw a little tantrum, hissy fit, and start kicking and screaming and threatening everybody's family and everybody's children. Yeah, that's what's up, Dick Van Dyke. You know? Alex looks, oh my gosh, you're so funny. Yeah, everyone's racist. It's not because she's crazy or anything, or because she acts crazy. I don't give a shit. Like I said, I don't care what color skin you have. If you sit there, I don't care if you're black, white, Chinese, fucking Portuguese, fucking, I don't care. Whatever, Russian, fucking Canadian. I don't give a fuck. If you sit Mexican, if you sit at the fucking side of the bar screaming like that and talking about all that, hey, Jim Nick, good to see you. Yeah, I'm talking about Alex. Did you see her fucking crazy shit last night and today? I guess she got kicked out of a bar last night. And then she went on a rampage on her channel and did like 3 crazy lives back to back and talked about how she wants to kill people and, you know, threatened everybody's kids and threatened everybody's families and just said some really sick shit. Really sick shit. And I clipped as much as I could. It's on IP2. The clips are on, IP2, the forum and everything, whatever the fuck you want to call it. I guess that's what it would be considered. But there's like, I only found 2, so I didn't see exactly like them coming over to her and telling her, like, really having any kind of like necessarily like, I don't know, necessarily like any real dialogue with her, except for I just saw like, or I heard a bartender say, okay, time to go or whatever. Yeah, and now she's, you know, crying in public, drunk or sober allegedly, because she was crying in public today. Again, she's at like the airport, or she was at the airport sitting there crying in public, feeling all sorry for herself. Oh, woe is me, poor me. Talking about how she's going to go back to dating her AI boyfriend and shit. It's just wild. Yeah, you can tell, Jean. Yeah, exactly. It shows, you know what I'm saying? Because and that's why, like, people don't realize that's not going to, like, it's not actually good for your kids to like spoil them rotten like that and constantly let them always get their way, because then they grow up to be adults like this that throw tantrums still in their, you know, as middle-aged adults, throwing tantrums in public and on the internet, which really is still in public if you think about it, on YouTube, honestly. It's not, it certainly isn't private. So, you know, it's pathetic to me. It's crazy. And then, like, for her to sit there and feel sorry for herself, it's kind of like the same thing as Larissa. It's like, if you're going to sit there, it's like the victim mentality. And that is like the worst type of thinking to get into, because if you think like that, your life is never going to change. It's never going to get better. That's why Alex is 46 and single. You know what I'm saying? And doesn't have the things that she wants out of life, and, you know, has no kids and is single because she can't accept reality. She can't cope. She has this victim mentality. You know, she thinks she's all right. The world's all wrong. It's okay. Like, her behavior's okay. It's everybody else that's fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Meanwhile, she says like the most unhinged, fucked up shit. Like, what's this one? I can't wait to hear this one. Let's play this one. This is all from her. This is from her stream after the fact last night when she was ranting and throwing a tantrum at 46 years old.
I've never been kicked out of a bar in my life. I'll tell you what I do. I leave racist bars that are all about white supremacy. I actually have a website that I maintain all about the white supremacist bars. And there was another one added to that list tonight. I wonder who it was that got that bar added to that list. And they will never be removed from that list. They're just not going to be in business anymore. Sucks, doesn't it? Not my fault when you're a racist. What can I do about that? I'm a black woman. I'm not a white piece of crap male, am I?
So that was that one. But I mean, it's like, it's just crazy. It's just crazy. And I'm sure it couldn't have had anything to do, you know, I'm sure it had nothing to do with this. This is not why you got kicked out or anything, Alex. It's because everybody
I got nobody else. And I got to deal with people taking this shit, using it against me to weaponize against me. Really? Yeah. That's what I have to deal with right now. Okay, fuck it. Fine. You want to use this against me? You use it against me. And that way, when I take you by your freaking neck and I rip your head off, not you, LD, just whoever's watching for the wrong reasons, now you know why. Fuck you.
Like I said, Alex, we've met before, and from the time we've met, I've never been one to try to make you...
You know that about me. You know I have no problem with you.
I've never had a problem with you either. I know.
I'm alone. And if anyone tries to fuck with me at this point, I'm going to fucking kill you.
I'm not trying to fuck with you, Alex, I promise. Like, I'm really not. I'm just trying to sit here, have a beer, understand where you're coming from, get caught up.
I hope she drops dead of natural causes. As far as any of these assholes are concerned, I hope they all drop dead of natural causes. I'm done.
At some point we have to step away. Like, at some point we have to step away.
Other people, I'm just sick of it. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of how I've been treated outside of Streamverse in my own life. Because I'm an empathic, nice, good person.
You can't let that kindness be weakness.
I've been treated like crap too much. It's hurting me too much. And I don't deserve it. I don't deserve this. And that's what I know. I don't deserve it. So you make fun of me all you want, you motherfuckers. You want to come at me? You better get ready. I will kill you. You better fucking get ready. All you bitches talking shit about me and you bastards doing the same shit, I will kill you. And I'm in a public place saying this shit right now. I'm not fucking with you. I will kill you. Call the police, bitches. Zaya, Victor, you deserve to have your head fucked and just stepped on. I'm sorry. I do apologize. Yeah, someone's already approaching me about what I'm saying. You better believe it.
You said you're in public at the bar?
Yeah.
Well, you don't want to be crying in public, Alex. You know, I mean, like,
Well, who cares? It's gonna be your own sister or mom who calls on me. Let's keep it real.
Listen, I can't.
So that's all that was clipped. And, you know, perhaps that's why she got kicked out of the bar. Because I know, hey, KZ, welcome. Hope you're having a blessed day. I know, like, listen, I've been a bartender. I'm not, you know, obviously I'm not employed as a bartender right now. I wish I fucking were. But I've been a bartender in the past, okay? And I know, you know, I've been trained as a bartender. I know as a bartender, if somebody was sitting at my bar, hysterical, crying and talking like that and yelling that kind of stuff, I would ask them to leave, because any bartender or bar staff is trained not to overserve people. So when you see somebody sitting at the bar freaking out like that, you're like, you know, as an employee, you're like, uh-oh, because the bar is going to be liable for that. So you want to get those people out of the bar ASAP, because you want to make sure that they are not served anymore. Because if they get served ever, you know, anymore at that establishment, once you notice that they're like that, then next thing you know, you're liable. The establishment is liable. If they go out and do something crazy and it's found out that, oh yeah, they were drinking all night, and the, you know, the police get involved and all that, and they watch the cameras and stuff, and they see that you're sitting there over-serving, that's going to come back on the establishment. So that has nothing to do with being racist. You know, that's anybody of any color. You know, if you're acting like you, first of all, bar staff is trained to spot anyone that they feel has been overserved, you know, and that includes, and we're trained on that kind of stuff, you know, and that includes people that are getting overly emotional. That's one of the top, you know, signs of, okay, someone's been overserved. Yes, if someone starts sitting there getting emotional, drinking at the bar, you know, it's time for them to call it a night. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, because she has been so privileged her whole life, she wants to, you know, and then she said that she's never been thrown out of a bar on the one clip I played. Bitch, yeah, you have, because we just saw it right here. You were asked to leave the bar. Here, I'm going to play it again. This is a shorter one. Shorter clip, not the one I just played.
So I'm leaving now because I'm dealing with a racist. Thanks for the call.
I didn't call. I didn't do
I
nothing.
know who didn't, I know who didn't. I know who did.
Yeah, so you hear the bartender in the background say, all right, time to go, or the security, whoever that was. Some bar staff, you know? She seriously thinks someone called the bar and got her kicked out? Oh, maybe they did. I have no idea. It happens to streamers all the time. But even if they did, but yeah, it more than likely happened because of her behavior at the bar. You know what I'm saying? Especially if other bar patrons or staff were noticing, like as she was yelling, right after she was like, Victor, Zaya, somebody needs to fucking smash her head in. That right then, somebody came up to her, and then that's when she was like, oh, I'm sorry, pardon me, and goes into like the church lady innocent, like, that was alarming how she could go from like psycho to like fake nice, like boom, you know, it was just like sugary sweet fake nice too. It's just like, ugh. But yeah, I don't know, and I don't care if someone called and got her kicked out. I mean, she should have been kicked out long before that, just because of her behavior in the bar. Like I said, if anyone, you know, patrons or bar staff saw her like that, I could see a patron of the bar saying, hey, this lady is like freaking out over here. You might want to have a word with her, you know, and alerting bar staff. Or I could have seen, you know, could see bar staff have just noticed, you know, hey, this lady's getting emotional and looks like, looks like she's been overserved. And bars don't want that. They don't want that liability. If she goes out and gets in a car and decides she's all emotional because she got wasted at the bar, and she's going to run into a group of, you know, people on the street, and it comes back she's been overserved at the bar, yeah, then they're liable. You know what I'm saying? So come on. Yeah, a lot of places don't like you filming inside, and that's a thing, especially if you act like that. It's one thing if you're like cool and you're respectful about it and you say, you know, and you're not filming other people, you're just filming yourself. Some places, maybe if you even ask ahead of time if they allow, if it's okay for you to stream in there. I've had to do that at different places, and they've been super cool to me, as long as I'm respectful. But that's also, you have to have your head about you and not be all fucking wasted and emotional, because normally things don't tend to go well when you get wasted, emotional in public. It's just not a good mixture, you know? If you're going to get wasted and emotional, do it at home. But I'm trying to figure out, like, was this Alex guy a catfish the whole time? So, like, for the past 2 years, has somebody been catfishing her just to, like, lure her out to California to make her waste her time? And then, you know, because she was like crying at the bar to LD, being like, I'm alone and I'm sad and I'm depressed, or whatever. So why was she alone? Like, I thought she went to California to meet this guy. Did the guy completely turn out to not be real? Like, it turned out to be all a catfish? If, you know what, if that is what happened, I still don't feel sorry for her, because she's the dumb one. At 46 years of age, how do you get catfished like that? And then go all the way, like travel all the way to a different state to see a guy. First of all, yeah, maybe just don't do that. Like, I don't know. As a general rule, I don't travel to see guys. You know what I mean? And anytime that I've been really made an exception, it's not a good idea, really. I think a gentleman will travel to see you. You don't need to travel to see a guy, really. Why can't, if a guy wants to meet you and he's a gentleman and he's worth a shit, then he'll travel to meet you. He's the man. Let him be the man. And if any guy's really that serious about you, then let him show you. Oh shit, started streaming 55 minutes ago. Go figure. I see that like almost every time. It's crazy. You think she gets catfished regularly? Well, everybody was telling her, Dick Van Dyke. I will say this. Everybody was warning her too. She was just talking about going to California to meet this guy. And she was talking about, just like she told me, this is why I thought she was making the whole thing up, because the whole thing sounded fishy. Like, she was saying that this guy basically, fucking, I don't know how he contacted her, but he told her that he was from LA and that he was someone that met her back when she lived in LA, and that she couldn't remember meeting him. And I'm like, you know, that's sketch right there. How would you not remember meeting the guy if he was so great or if he was worth a shit? Yeah, I'm going every year. Every summer is harass blogger time. No! I'm not going to motherfucking, I don't have money to go to Spokane. Yeah, I wanted to go last year and I didn't, so that's over and done with. I don't have like a private jet, roofie. Like, my ticket expired. And then I was going to give it to Good Times to come, because he said he wanted to come to Vegas. And then he started a whole lie rumor that it was going to be some, I don't want to even say it, adult nastiness between him and me and Jewel and Attila. And I'm like, no. Exactly, Gene. Yeah, I don't know. It's just crazy. It's just crazy. Everybody tried to tell her too. I wasn't the only one. Like, I wasn't the only one that thought it was weird. Other people, when she was talking about this just recently on a live stream, a bunch of people in the chat were like, you know, this doesn't sound on the up and up. And she was like, oh no, you guys, I'm sure it is. And you could just tell how like desperate she was. You know what I'm saying? And I'm thinking, yeah, that's not good. That's why I just said, I was like, I don't know if Alex went to California, like somebody like lured her out there to like, you know, dispose of her or what, like for good or what, who knows? Because I thought the whole thing was fishy in the beginning. She blocked you because you were white? Oh my god, I wouldn't be surprised. White devil blocked. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious, KZ. Oh my gosh. She was threatening to kill certain people. I know she was saying all kinds of fucked up shit last night, Tom. Exactly, Dick Van Dyke. I know, exactly. Adult nastiness. No one wants adult nastiness with Good Times. I know. He had to make that up to make himself feel better about being a puss and not coming here and making excuses because he's too scared to leave his chair. But whatever, it's all weird. Whatever. I just left it. It made me feel a little bit sick when he said all that, because you know I knew it was a lie, and it was a gross lie too. I know, Gene. Yeah, I know. And then she's like going off on this whole racist tangent. And it's like, is this guy even a white guy? Does he even exist? Is it even a real person? Did she just, I don't know. I'm so confused. I'm trying to figure out if she got catfished the whole time. But you can't really take anything she says, because if you listen to what she says, you know, you can't take what she says as a fact, because everybody's a racist and everything else. Let's play another clip. What's this? This was from afterwards last night. I don't know what she's saying in this one. She was saying all kinds of crazy shit last night. It was really messed up.
Call the dance clubs that I go to. Call the nightclubs. Call wherever it is. Because guess what? In the end, I find out who you are who called. And you're going to hear something like this. At the door. You want to know what that is? It's me. Yeah, it's me. Have you ever heard? At the door? I'm sure you have. I'm sure you have. Maybe your baby mama needs to hear it. Maybe your mom, maybe your dad, maybe your kid. When it comes to who I know I need to deal with, it's not you. It's whoever you love the most. Never forget that. Sometimes you think that you shield whoever you love the most, but you don't. Many know, just like you've known about me. And I swear to fucking God, those of you who have tried to hurt me in my weakest of states, which has been of recent, you are not only going to hear from me, you're going to deal with me in person. And, ooh, it's going to be a bad day. You need to keep your cell phone on you at all times. Have the police on speed dial, even though I already called them and let them know the situation in advance. That is what you are truly dealing with. Now, most likely, many of you who are going to be calling in regards to me, most likely you do have the complexion for the protection, whether you are white or not, because many of you pass. But guess what? I don't care at this stage.
Oh, was that it? Okay, so she's getting mafia style. She's gonna, you know, go after everyone's families and good God, which one was that? See, I'm already like losing track. Was that, is this? Nope, I didn't play this one yet. Is this the one I just played? I don't think, maybe it is. Hold on.
Call the dance clubs.
Yep, okay. I'm already losing track of these freaking clips. Call the dance clubs. Bitch, we know you don't go to any dance clubs. And this is probably why she doesn't go out, because she's too Looney Tunes. Look what happens when she does go out. She makes a fool out of herself, and, you know, she gets kicked out. And then she makes she doubles down on making a fool out of herself. Hell no, no one's gonna watch Zaya. Fuck Zaya. Hell no, Doug. Why don't you let him impregnate you? No shit, Gene. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I agree, Tom. So if anything happens to me, guys, you know who it was. Because I'm covering this right now. It was Alexandra Melody Mayers, you guys. If she comes and tries to attack me or my family, we'll be ready. Locked and loaded. Yikes, that's mean, KZ. Whoa, yeah, you did switch up on us, didn't you? Bro, I have nothing to do with that psyche guy. I don't even watch his shit. I was like, I tried to see what all the fuss was about when like Beta kind of like first started talking to that guy, and then I was like, this is lame, really boring. I was like super bored by it, so I was like, I don't know what that's all about, but I didn't care. Yeah, I know she can't dance. What dance club? I know she's out there, she's getting wild at all the clubs, you know. She's popping them bottles. She's gonna wear my face like a mask. Damn, Tom, no shit. I wouldn't, yeah. That does sound like something she would do. Holy shit. Okay, let me play this. What the fuck is going on in this one? I'm scared, guys.
But guess what? I don't care at this stage. I really am one of the most dangerous predators on this planet, and I hate that about myself. I really do. Because I wasn't born to be this person. Many of you.
So see, she just said she's one of the most dangerous predators on the planet. Okay.
Out there made me what I am. A complete monster. But if you think for a moment you're going to treat anyone else the way that you've treated me, no, I'm going to eliminate you by any means necessary.
Yeah, you're going to be eliminated, just like in Squid Game. Player, I'm not going to say any numbers, but you know, whatever number, eliminated. It's going to be her own little personal Squid Game, y'all.
I do not care any longer what happens to me. I have all your names. I have all of your addresses. I have all of the addresses of those who you care about the most. And now comes the time. There is no escape. You don't even know where the fuck it is that I am to you. But as you get those knocks on the door, I don't want you to forget this sound. You hear this sound? You hear it? You hear that knock on wood? You hear it, don't you? Yeah, I know you do. That is the sound of Alexandra Mayers. Now you understand, don't you? Make sure that you keep a lot of ammunition on hand, because it's me, but it's not just me. You're going to need that ammunition. Hope you don't get caught with it by law enforcement, but you probably will. The law enforcement that's on my side. Have a good night, you sick, racist, bigoted, misogynistic pieces of garbage that never should have been born.
There's nothing that.
Yeah, I love that it's on. It's like then a commercial and advertisement pops up. Tom, it was still up before I started the stream. Last time I checked, like still today, like right before I started the stream, those lives were still up. They were from last night, and those two were still up. I was kind of surprised. One of them she took down. She took a couple down, I think, from yesterday. Like the one where she was actually at the bar. I believe she took that down. Yeah, she really is, Nancy. She really is. It's a lot nuts. It's giving, you know, Elliot Rodger, fucking femcel, fucking, you know, I don't know. Yeah, and I agree with Sunflower. I feel like, yeah, when somebody's like when you're saying stuff like that publicly on the internet, hey, Chevy girl, nice to see you again. I hope you're having a blessed day today. But yeah, when you're saying stuff like that on the internet, it's just like, you're basically asking to like be institutionalized or something. At what point, I don't know. And I don't know if anybody's, but that's the thing. She even said in that clip, she's like, you probably don't even know where I am. Ha ha ha. Alex is freaking the fuck out. Alexandra Melody Mayers, public figure Alexandra Melody Mayers yeah, exactly, Jean. She literally is. She's being like the stereotypical angry black woman, like literally sitting at the bar and then wondering why she's asked to leave. And then like, she's practically foaming at the mouth, like threatening to kill people, then getting all pissy and throwing a little bitch fit, a little spoiled child pissy bitch fit because she got asked to leave, and then saying the most disgusting things possible afterwards. Good. She got trespassed. I'm not surprised because she's a fucking psycho. Wait, somebody said she was, oh, interesting. Somebody said she was like live. Oh, shut the fuck up. Stop it. Stop it. What's this? Hold up. Oh. Okay. That sounds promising. New Chesil, y'all. I guess. Well, who knows? Who knows if it'll ever be released or if he's just gonna tease everyone. And it's like an old video, so because he loves to do that. Yeah, were you watching it, Nancy, from CalFresh? Did you see this? Did you see it happen live? Because I didn't see it happen live. I just basically had to somebody let me know. I had no idea. I don't know. I don't know why. I think I had my do not disturb on, so I wasn't even getting notifications because I am subscribed to her. But sometimes I turn on my do not disturb and I completely forget to turn it off for days. And so I won't get any notifications, you know what I'm saying? And I was just blissfully unaware. And then, I don't know, I think I checked my Instagram at some point and I saw I had a message from someone and they were like, oh, did you see Alex freaking out and getting kicked out? She got kicked out of a bar and now she's freaking out, threatening to kill everyone and their kids and stuff. And I was like, wait, what? I was like, no, I completely missed that. What the fuck happened? And I don't know if they even knew exactly what happened either, but it was just, I don't know. I was like, okay, well, let's check it out. Let me see. What's her... hold on. I'm going to see if they're still up. It was really weird. She left. I'm surprised she didn't take all of the lives down from when she was ranting and raving last night. Nope, she has they're still up. Yeah, they're still up. The one that says the pedos calling on streamers. This is funny. So she's blaming, this is who she's blaming too. Here, hold up. So she actually did 3 lives last night or more. One of them, or a couple of them at least, she took down. This says, so she's blaming Tommy James, KK, Amber, and Zaya. Those are the people she has named. And then, what does this say? I can't believe these lives are still up. The other one is called What Black, African American, and Asian Women Need to Know About Alexander of California. And they're both full of her. The clips I got today of her threatening everyone and saying this nasty stuff about kids and, oh, would it be funny if this happened to a kid and that happened to a kid and the kid got ran over and a 2-year-old got ran over and da 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 da. That's on these videos that are currently monetized, that have ads on them right now, which is fucking sick. And she still has them up. Because, yeah, she's that spoiled that she thinks, oh, I can get away with whatever. I'm Alexandra Melody Mayers. I can, yeah, she was yelling profanities at the camera and the bartender said, okay, time to go. Yeah, exactly. Like, and then she claims she didn't get kicked out of a bar. She left because they were racist. Because, you know, as soon as anyone has a problem with her behavior, they're racist. That's another thing. It's like, grow the fuck up and stop pulling the fucking race card about everything. It has nothing to do with the color of your skin and everything to do with your behavior. If you were a fucking Chinese woman and you acted like this, nobody would like you still. If you were a white chick, if you were a white Stacy Cornbread with blonde hair and blue eyes and you acted this unhinged, nobody would like you. If you were an Irish chick with fucking freckles and red hair and fucking bluish green eyes or whatever, or green eyes, nobody would fucking like you if you act this way. It doesn't matter what you look like or what your fucking skin color is. Yeah, it's bullshit. It's a fucking cop-out, Nancy. I'm so sick and tired of her. Everyone's racist because she's found that that's how she can get her way. It's fucking disgusting. It's totally manipulative. It's all she is a 46-year-old spoiled little see you next Tuesday manipulative bitch. And then she wonders why she's lonely and alone at 46 years old. She's a spoiled bitch, and when she doesn't get her way, she freaks the fuck out and threatens everybody and their families. Did I fucking play this one? I think I played this one.
But guess what? I don't care at this stage.
Yeah, I think this is the one I played, right?
I really am one of the most dangerous predators on this planet, and I hate that about myself.
Okay, yeah, I played that one. Okay, so then what happened? Then she said all this last night. Look at what she said here. She typed this in her own chat. This is this from the live stream. She took one of them that she took down. What does it say? In fact, everyone watching, see what happens. I can guarantee the racist, bigoted, white, and oh my gosh, and passing as white males linked to all this BS will be gone by 2026. Here's the reality. Over 99% of males, regardless of ethnicity, seek to physically, psychologically, and mentally harm, if not destroy and kill black women. Same for their female counterparts. There is no win for me. Regardless, I will be killed after what happened tonight with the guy that I thought I may have had a future with. And then later, the bar. I now know without a doubt. And then hold on. I think I took another screenshot so I can actually read the rest of what the fuck that says. Because it got cut off. Okay. I'd advise to never interact with me again directly, regardless of who you are. I know how the world works, and due to that, I happen to be aware as to how the world wants me dead due to my being black. No, I don't think you do know how the world works. Still, at 46 years old. I know, right, Nancy? That's what I want to know. I wish. I think she was, I don't know, where she was born in Texas or what. It's close, but no cigar. Damn it. Not just, oh my gosh, still on American soil, it sounds like. Exactly, Ashley. She's the biggest racist out there. It's ridiculous. She thinks that we're living in like, I don't know, way back in the old days. Like I don't know. She's really, she can't accept, see, she has to blame racism because she can't accept why people really don't like her. Because if she could accept why people, if she was able to accept why people really don't like her, then she would realize she would have to acknowledge that there's a problem and that there's something that needs to be changed, you know? And she can't wrap her head around that. She's too immature. And that's what she doesn't understand. Like, this kind of stuff is going to keep repeating and keep happening to her until she figures it the fuck out and grows the fuck up and starts taking a look at herself. Hey, Aldi, good to see you. Oh, that is so kind. That's like, that nowadays, that's like a guy buying me flowers nowadays. You know that? I'm just like, oh, what a gentleman. I hope he sticks to that. I don't think he will. Aldi, between you and I don't think that I don't think he will. Good Times has never bought me a damn thing. He should buy me a bottle of Excedrin or Advil or something because he gives me a headache. But I'll take the tampons. Maybe he could throw in a bottle of headache medicine as well. I don't know. I don't know if I trust him not to tamper with it though. Oh, or the tampons either. He might try to like inject some spooge into them or something. I don't know. Maybe if they come directly from like the company, like if they come directly from like Walmart or Target or something, then I'll accept them. But if they like, if I just get like, if it's Good Times return address on the box of tampons, I don't think I can use them. I'm scared they could be tampered with. He could be sneakily trying to impregnate me. He probably got like a turkey baster out and injected the tampons full of God only knows what. I know that's too much of a high dollar item. That's hilarious. It's like a Rolex to Good Times. No. Oh man, I'm sorry. Sorry, Good Times. Old buddy, old pal. He'll be back to being mean to me again soon. Before you know it, he'll be saying some mean, nasty things. No, I'm never letting anyone borrow any money. I can't. I don't have the money. I'm not made. Wait, did I already show this? Oh yeah, look at me. I'm being a cuckoo. Okay. So we're up to speed, it looks like. The only things, yeah, those are from the convo with LD. The only things I haven't shown was the aftermath today. Okay, which one is this one? It's hard to say.
Don't call me beautiful. I'm actually.
Oh, yeah. Okay, wait. Is this the right one? Yeah. My bad. She got mad because people were being nice to her in her chat.
Don't call me beautiful. I'm absolutely one of the most disgusting women on this planet. I think that's become evident at this stage, considering how I've been treated by the vast majority of men that I've contended with throughout my life. I am disgusting. I am ugly. I am someone who really, if you're attracted to me, you must be on crack.
Well, I would agree with that. I have to say I agree with that. But that's part of her pity party today in public. That was her sitting at the airport. And she's saying this stuff in public, feeling all sorry for herself. So she's not just acting emotional and like crazy and unhinged in public not only when she's drunk. Yeah, good question, Tom. That's a real good question. But she's doing it when she's sober as well, which is even more concerning. Let's put it that way. So we have 3 clips from her stream today when she was sober, sitting at the airport the day after her drunken tirade last night. Actually, let's move this down a little bit and there we go.
You gotta pay. No, don't send me prayers. What are you talking about? I don't deserve it. Go to hell. I'm dirt. I'm somebody who you all get to treat like garbage, right? Don't even talk to me about it. Just sit there and watch and shut up. In fact, let's go ahead and do something.
And that's when she's like, I'm going to turn off the chat. Don't feel sorry for her, though. She brings this all on herself. Oh, 55 seconds. Sweet. Let's go. Here, you know what? I'm going to zoom in. Here, let's zoom in a little bit more so you guys can see, because this is unhinged behavior right here. This is in public at the airport, okay? And this is when she's sober the day after, right? And this is how she's behaving.
Oh, good. The perfect domain is available. I want all of you to just read all the text messages that this particular man sent me over the past, few years, really? And I just want to make sure that they're linked to him for the rest of his goddamn life. That way, when he decides to do this again to someone in a certain mental state, they know that they're not the only person that he's done this to.
So yeah, you see that she's not just acting. You know, the good thing is she was like less hysterical because she wasn't drunk, but yeah, maybe so. I don't know. I have no idea, Ashley. And that's the thing. Even when I was friendly with her and I was like talking to her, the tears of a monster. Exactly. I had a clip, Uncle Andy, where she calls herself a monster, or that I played in the stream earlier. You know, and says that we turned her into a monster. Blah 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 blah. Here's the thing, and it hasn't been a few years. Allegedly, exactly, Ashley, exactly. People have been nice to her. Listen, I was nice to her when her father passed away, and she's just like a snake. She was just turned around and was nasty to me for it. All I got was nastiness in return. And I said, you know what? Never again. I'm never going to feel sorry for this bitch. I'm never going to give her the benefit of the doubt because, you know, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. And she really did kind of fool me twice because, and it wasn't like I was like, oh, I want to be friends with her. But I did start feeling like sorry for her, you know? I did start feeling bad for her when her father passed away. And I was nice to her. And I didn't shit on her and whatnot, you know? I was decent to her about it, and she fucking still went crazy on me and was fucking blaming me, of course, for shit I didn't do and all this weird shit. I don't know. She's just a fucking maniacal lunatic. And I just don't know, and I don't know if anybody knows, but I'm wondering, was this Alex guy ever even real? Or was this a catfish the entire time? Because, you know, she still has the live streams up where she's blaming all these people, and I don't know if she's just blaming them for saying that they called the bar on her and got her kicked out of the bar or what. But either way, if she just got kicked out of the bar, what happened with this Alex guy? What does that have to do with him? Why is he a racist? Why? Because he rejected her? Is that what happened? Or was he ever even real? Did he reject her, or was it a catfish the whole time? Maybe one of those people were behind it. Then again, even if that's the case, and I know, don't feel sorry for her because everybody told her, you know, everybody told her, maybe it's not a good idea. Maybe you shouldn't trust this person. Like, maybe it's not a good idea to go out to, you know, travel to a different state to meet a person that you allegedly can't even remember meeting in the first place. You know, everybody told her that. But, you know, she has to use some, oh my gosh, it's 2 o'clock already, fuck. She has to use some discretion, you know, and discernment. Like, she's an adult. And, I mean, a grown-ass adult. Like, come on. A middle-aged adult. You need to, I mean, you gotta be smarter than that. And you can't expect anyone, like, honestly, if the whole thing was a catfish, I can't expect anyone to feel sorry for her. If it was not a catfish, then what does that mean? That means that she went out to California, she met up with this guy, Alex, or Alexander, or whatever, and, things didn't work out, I guess. So either way, is this how you behave? Like, you go crash out in public and then crash out a little bit more and a little bit more the next day? I don't get it. Do I recall how she behaved when she went on a date with 24 Eyes? No. Did she stream it, JR? I don't believe she did. I know she told me this story of what happened on that little outing, or I believe they went to dinner at, I think it's called Anthony's. It's right there on the falls, in Spokane Falls. It's like a seafood place, like a fancy seafood place, you know? But I don't believe she streamed it. If she did, I don't know. I didn't watch it, or, you know. Oh, good times. What's up? She was live at the airport. Yeah, that's what I saw. Oh, what? Saying she was hiring a hitman? Oh, shit. I didn't see that. Whoa, I didn't see her say that. I must have missed that part. Holy shit. So she was saying that today's sober at the airport? Go figure. Dang. Oh, she acted very similar when it didn't work out with 24 Eyes? Oh, my. Yikes. Yeah. I mean, that's what I'm saying. And I've been saying this for a long time, you guys. Like, if you fly off the handle when things don't go your way, it's just, yeah, it's not a good idea. Yeah, I didn't think she did, JR. She told me he freaked out at the date and had some, like, PTSD episode and started, like, crying in the fucking parking lot and, like got down all low, like, squatted down and started crying. I don't know. He thought it was, like, bombs over Baghdad in there or some shit. But yeah, no shit, JR. I'm surprised well, who knows? Maybe she did. I mean, she hasn't streamed since then, so God only knows. I know if she were drunk at the airport today, like she were last night at the bar and screaming and talking like that, she would get fucking detained at the airport, at least, if she acted like that at the airport. You know, I think we've all seen videos of people wilding out, acting like that at the airport, where they're, you know, just couragey and, you know, they do usually get arrested. That's the same, yeah. That's the thing, Ashley. Yeah, it's this, the victim mentality doesn't help anyone. Like, yes, we get it. Things happen to all of us, but, you know, being this constant victim, like, I don't know. Like I said, I just got kicked out of the Echoplex in May, and I didn't fucking react this way. I didn't go live and threaten to kill a bunch of people's kids and talk about, oh, what if a toddler got ran over by a steamroller? Is that funny? Huh? Is that funny to you? Like, you know, I didn't go like fucking ape shit crazy. I was like, you know what I did? I left and I went on with my night. I didn't go, I'm going to get the Echoplex shut down. I'm going to call mommy and daddy's lawyer or whatever. Like, I'm going to get whatever it is the fuck that she does, that she thinks she could do. But, you know, I was just like, okay, you know, well, noted. The people that work there are douchebags, except for like one person that was cool. The vibe was not good there. I just, you know, obviously I will just not go to any more concerts at that venue. I'm not going to try to get them shut down. I didn't even leave a bad Yelp review. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm an adult. I move on with my life. Not everywhere is for everyone. I get it. Doesn't mean that they're like racist. She really should, JR. Hopefully she is. You know what I'm saying? I agree she should, because when she's like, she's unhinged. She's just getting more and more unhinged. And, you know, I feel, in a way, you know, I do feel bad for her for like losing her father, but at the same time, that doesn't give you a pass to act like a complete nutso, you know, like that doesn't give you a pass. And that's the thing too. She's going after everyone's family and saying, I come for the people that you love. Like, she thinks she's the mafia and this and that. It's not going to be you. I'm going to come for the people that you love the most. And it's like, she doesn't like people, but yet she cries online when people go after her family. You know, she cries online about her family. She was just crying about that. What was the chick's name? Debbie or Deborah or Brenda or some bullshit. I don't even fucking remember. She was doxing some like 65-year-old woman not that long ago. Yeah. She sure is, Rowan. She sure is. Or is that, I don't know, how do I say your name? Rowan? Is it Rowan? Probably Rowan. Rowan Bertram? I do too, JR. I do too. Because I just feel like she's becoming more and more unhinged. And it's like, you know, like I said, my heart goes out to her. I feel bad for her that her father passed away, right? But that happens to everybody, like, you know, and a lot of bad things happen to people, and, you know, it's no excuse. Bad things happen to a lot of different people, and they don't go crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, they can still, like, handle it, and yeah, they may be traumatized or whatever from it, but they still go on. Many people have been through way worse, and they go on to lead, you know, productive, normal, sane, rational, like, happy, loving lives. You know, they don't fucking have this victim mentality and this spoiled brat like entitlement and think that, oh, you know, I'm gonna make everybody else's life a living hell. And that's what I'm saying. Like, you gotta, at some point you have to go, okay, maybe everyone else isn't the problem. You know what I mean? If this keeps happening to me and keeps happening to me, at least look at the little areas where you can change things. Start there. Start small. You know? Take responsibility. I mean, I did see her like saying she should have never went to that place, but you know, but honestly, really, like deep down, like seriously take responsibility and think, you know, yeah, as an adult, like as a rational, you know, try to be mature and think, yeah, maybe, you know, I shouldn't have went to that place or whatever. Or maybe I should have been yelling and screaming at the bar or crying and getting emotional, because that's a red flag for bar staff. Right, Ashley? Exactly. Not too long ago, JR, and that was a thing that, you know, she's been dealing with ever since. I don't think she's been dealing with it too well. I feel like she's been struggling with that a little bit, you know? And, you know, that's understandable, but not to this extent. And to be, you know, saying the things that she was saying, and that they're still up on YouTube on those 2 streams from last night, and are still have ads on them talking about like little kids getting run over and talking about, you know, children getting just killed basically, like in all these different ways. It was sickening. Like, I'll fucking play it again. Like, which one is it? This crazy bitch. I think it's this. Hold up.
When I think about it. But I'm going to go ahead and go into the back end. Turn off the chat. Because you don't need to chat with me. I mean, really. Y'all know I'm a certain way, right? And you like to make fun of it. You think it's so funny. Right? You think it's all so funny. It must be. It must be the funniest thing. Is it funny when your 3-year-old gets run over by a car? Is that funny? I don't think such a thing is funny, but maybe you do. Do you think it's funny when your 6-year-old gets shot in the head? I don't think that's funny. But maybe you think it's funny. I don't know. Do you think it's funny when your 12-year-old gets run over by a car? Is that funny? Maybe it is. It might be funny to you. What about a 2-year-old getting shot, what you think is a booster shot, but it's in actuality something that's going to kill him? Is that funny? I don't think that's funny at all, but maybe you do. Maybe you do. I don't know. I really don't know when it comes to all of you at this stage. But here's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and cut off the chat because I don't need to talk to any of you.
Okay. Yeah. Like, what does that have to do with anything? I know. Why is she saying that stuff? That's scary, Good Times. I see what you're saying. I only caught the end of it. Obviously, I missed that stuff. I wish I would have saw that and clipped that. It's probably still up. I wouldn't be surprised if it's still up with her entitlement. But that's what I'm saying, Tom. Like, why is she even saying all that? Like, imagine. Like, it's just sick. And the woman's older than I am. I mean, come on. Like, you're grow up. You need to be more mature than that. This is not, okay, I don't care if, and allegedly, even if the guy's a real guy, okay, either way, whether you got catfished, whether the guy's a real guy and it didn't work out, or you got catfished, and then you went to the bar and then you were upset, and then you got kicked out of the bar, okay, you know, you've had a bad day. So you had a bad day, you know, it's like the song, fucking, that's, okay, we all have those, you know, sometimes you have those days where, like, nothing is just going your way. It's like one of those Murphy's Law days. That doesn't mean that you sit and then get more wasted or whatever and then go live and publicly fantasize about and give all these weird, creepy, graphic examples of children getting killed. It's like, who does that? Like, why is that even where your mind is at? That's what I find concerning about it. Why is that even where your mind goes to? You know what I'm saying? And that's part of it right there. Maybe that's why she's single. Maybe if she actually, like I said, would take a look at the pig in the mirror, you know, like Michael Jackson said, and think about, geez, listen to the things that I say publicly, you know? No wonder nobody wants to be with me. I don't know about that, Melrose. I don't believe that that is why her father passed away, but I could be wrong. I'm not obviously privy to his personal information and especially medical information, but I thought I had heard it was, I thought it was cancer, but, you know, I could be wrong. But either way, none of this gives you, like, the fact that she even, her mind goes to this, like, why doesn't she think about that? Like, if she would actually, like, look at herself and then, because like I said, if you, like, look at yourself in the mirror and you figure it out, like, then that's, you're going to have to change. You're going to have to change that, you know? But it does help to make small steps. That's why, like, back in whatever, last year, you know, I was like, okay, I've had enough of this shit. It reached a fever pitch to me, as far as I was concerned, when it came to talking about kids in this community. Everybody talking about kids and going after people's kids and da-da-da-da-da and doing this bullshit like Alex says and trying to make the kids the victim and make the kids pay for, you know, the parents pissing you off or whatever. And I was like, bro, I've just had it. This is bullshit. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just take a vow to just not do that and not fucking bring kids into the equation and just leave kids out of this shit. And, you know, for me, like, I don't know, I think it starts there. You have to, like, kind of desensitize yourself to some of this bullshit, you know? No, I agree with you, Melrose. I don't think she'll ever change. No, I'm not one of these people that's like, oh, you know, I'm too jaded. I'm with you. You know what I'm saying? This ain't my first rodeo. I'm not one of these people. I see people like that all the time that are like, they're just like blind and they're just like, you know, even like with Charles and Clarissa, with whoever, and, you know, they get tricked time and time again. That's why I say, like, you know, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. You're funny, Ashley. Oh man, she's gonna get pissed when she sees this. But yeah, oh well, she's gonna be on my door. And what kind of threat is that, by the way? Like, does she realize that people don't have to answer their door? Like, hey mermaid, good to see you. I hope you're having a blessed day. I want to go out and tan, but I mean, this has just been so crazy. I'm having a good time chatting with you guys, but it's kind of a PSA. She's headed to Michigan. Uh-oh, watch out, good times. Oh, shit. I don't know. God only knows. She said, I did hear her say, though, that she was planning on moving to California, Tom. And I was like, why would she do that? Like, what is there for her in Cali? You know what I mean? Especially if this guy either ended up not being real or things didn't work out between the two of them. What are you going to, like, I don't know. God only knows. But that's kind of creepy. And not a smart move. Like, a way to double down on this stupid. If they already kind of treat you like shit. I don't know. I notice, like, to me personally, if I visit a place and I already don't feel welcome there and I feel like they've treated me like shit, it doesn't really make me want to, like, move there. I'm not like, oh yeah, I want to go back there so maybe, like, I could run into people that will treat me like shit some more. Like, so if I felt like I had been treated badly somewhere, I probably wouldn't want to, like, it wouldn't make me go, oh, I can't wait to move there. You know? No shit, Melrose. I agree with that. That's what I thought was weird. That's what I thought was weird too, Ashley. I wouldn't be surprised. Dude, I felt like she made it up. This was like, okay, I remember her talking about this guy like a year and a half ago when I first started talking to Blogger. And I felt like she made it up at that time because she was like almost like jealous that I was like talking to someone, because her and I were like friendly at the time, you know? So I felt like, and I felt the same thing, like the same way. I was like, that's odd that his name is Alex. And I just thought, like, I don't know, the vibe was off about it even back then when she told me about him. And I just felt like she was making it up. I've even said that, like, before. And so I don't know. Like, on my streams, I've said that. So I don't know, you know, who knows? I guess if she doxes the hell out of this guy, we'll all know, because we'll all find out if, you know, he's a real person or not. But I just kind of have the feeling like he's not. And then she was saying she's going back to her AI boyfriend today, but she's changed his name to Mark, which I thought was really, I just thought that was funny. That whole situation is funny. I'm like, oh wow, okay, the AI boyfriend is coming back. How fun. She's had it with you. You guys missed your window, human men. She doesn't want you. She's back to the AI again. My gosh, my nails, like, I don't know. I don't know what's going on here. I'm like tripping out on it. Yeah, but I thought it was, yeah, I think it's fucking, the whole mess is crazy, and I don't know. I shudder to think what she's gonna do next. And if this is a real guy, I don't know, maybe she's gonna try to move to Cali or at least stay there for a while to take him out of the game. God only knows. I don't put anything past her. And if I get a knock on my door, obviously I'm not gonna answer it. I have a doorbell cam, and if I see like that crazy bitch on my doorstep, the cops better come get her, because if they don't and I have to, you know, use deadly force then to protect myself and my child, then sadly that's what I have to do. Like, because doesn't she realize, like, people don't have to answer their door? You can knock on your doors. Like, haven't you ever heard the song, you keep on knocking but you can't come in, and you keep on knocking but you can't come in? Woo! You know, come on. You know that song? I can't do it, but you know, it's a great song. It's an oldie but a goodie. Like, you can sit there and knock on someone's fucking door all you want. It doesn't mean that they have to, they're not under any obligation to open the door. And like, what are you gonna do? Ooh, scary. You're gonna just stand out there looking stupid, banging on somebody's door, probably until the cops come or the men in white coats come to take you away to a nice, you know, mental facility where they can put you on some meds or try to help you out, give you the help that you obviously need. I don't know, but like, you don't get to stalk people in real life, because that people that don't want anything to do with you, by the way, because you don't like stuff that they said or they made fun of you on the internet. Like, you're 46 years old. That's not the way that life works, and you should have figured that out by now. Like, I pity the fool who hasn't figured that out at 46 years of age. I mean, she'll get drunk on the plane, no doubt. Bro, I don't put anything past her. I don't put anything past her. I wouldn't doubt if she tried to hijack the plane. I wouldn't doubt it. Like, if I've always said this, if I read some kind of like headline about her, like completely wilding out, it would not surprise me. Like, or doing the unthinkable, it would not surprise me. I'd be like, yep, you know, not surprised. I mean, maybe law enforcement should have done something. I don't know. But it certainly would not surprise me, because to me, I think she's unhinged. I've heard people say, oh, she's just a troll, she's just trolling. No, I don't think so. I think she's honestly unhinged. I agree, Melrose, exactly, because that's all she's been doing for years and years, like over a decade now. Over a decade, she's been doing the same thing with multiple different people and on the internet. And it's like, so yeah, no, you're absolutely right. And it's just crazy to me. It's like, get a fucking grip, you know? Like, I mean, that people's, you know, I hate to say it, but that's a reality of getting older, you know, as an adult. When you get to some, you know, and you should be fortunate, honestly, as to that she should be grateful that her father did live for as long as he did, because some people lose their folks way younger, you know? Yeah, she's definitely unhinged. Yeah. But some people do. I mean, some people lose their folks way younger. And, you know, it's a reality. It's a fact of life. And if it's, and that's the way it should be. I hate to say it, but that's the natural, you know, order of things, is that, you know, eventually, yeah, we're all going to probably live to see our parents, you know, pass away. If, you know, hopefully, because hopefully they don't have to see us pass away first, because that's horrible for a parent to have to bury their child, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, that's, I mean, it's a terrible thing. It's a sad thing. Don't get me wrong. No matter what age you are, you know, to see one of your parents pass away, but it is a reality of life, and no one is exempt from that, you know? So you need to learn how to cope. And if she can't cope with real life, then there is mental health help available. And I don't think that she's getting any. I mean, like, yeah, talk to a grief counselor. I think grief counselors could help a lot of people. There's a reason why they have grief counselors. You know what I mean? They specialize in this sort of thing, in these emotions of, and you know what? A lot of them they can relate as well. So, and that's probably why they got into the field that they are in. But I don't know. Yeah, exactly, Melrose, exactly. And, you know, it's sad. Oh my gosh, 111 minutes ago. 111. It's sad, but, I don't know. She's just all sorts of effed up, and I don't even know what to say and what to think about it, other than, you know, Alex is gonna be like this until Good Times impregnates her womb, like the Keymaster at Ghostbusters. You are hilarious, Swami. You don't always say a lot, but that's very funny. Gozer or whatever, wasn't that? Yeah. Wasn't it something like that? They had like those weird names and shit. Oh my gosh, that shit was so fucking funny. I mean, that's funny because that shit was so crazy and weird. Yeah, wait, what did he say? Like, are you the gatekeeper or whatever? I don't remember what the fucking shit was. Now you made me want to watch Ghostbusters again. Gozer and Clortho? Was it Clortho? Hey, Zeppelinizer, good to see you. That's very funny. You hear that, Good Times? I hope he's still here. That's great. Good Times, you need to save humanity. You know? This is your calling. You've always known that you were meant to impregnate a woman, but you didn't know that it was a very unique woman you're the chosen one, Good Times. This is your mission. This is your purpose. Oh my gosh, Melrose. Yeah, well, you know, yeah. The kid could just, I mean, maybe he could like secretly train the child to clean up the floor, but just make it into like a game. Like teach the child how to recycle, and the little, like at a young age, and the little toddler baby could just be like sorting, like, oh, plastic, paper, you know, metal or cans or whatever, and just, you know, aluminum, tin, like, and just kind of learn. It would be like a fun, you know, game for a little one. Oh, poor good times, Ashley. That's funny. No shit, Melrose. I agree with you there. I agree with you there, because then there'd be another headline we would have to worry about. I agree. It would be terrible. It would be terrible. But yeah, thank God. See, I don't know. I guess maybe not. Maybe it's not his purpose. Maybe that's not meant to happen. But I mean, you know, what if that only makes her more crazy? What if could you imagine Alex on pregnancy hormones? No, that's probably a bad idea. Like, actually, I don't think that's a good idea at all. Because those pregnancy hormones are no joke. They are intense. Yeah, they will make you go they will definitely make you go more crazy. For sure. Like, that's why I think Jewel was having a hard time, you know, with her pregnancy earlier on, like, or whatever. Those pregnancy hormones are no joke. And I think that's why her and Attila, like, were fighting so much and everything. But, because I remember that shit. I've been through it. Oh my gosh. That's funny, Ashley. Yeah, no doubt. It would be really scary. She'd be like, oh my gosh. I think you would just see her like pregnant with like a belly, like climbing the walls, like in like a fucking exorcism movie or something. Like, just like speaking in tongues, fucking climbing up the wall, climbing on the ceiling and shit. With like this pregnant belly. Oh my gosh, it would be so scary. That's what I'm saying, Melrose. Yelling that the cops are racist. Yeah, no shit. She's like, you're hurting me. Stop it. She'd be one of those. She'd totally be one of those. The cuffs are too tight. You're hurting me. Ah, you're breaking my arm. Ah. They want to kill me because I'm black. They want to kill me, y'all. They're trying to kill me. What's his name? She'd be George Floyd. They're trying to George Floyd me, you guys. She'd be like screaming and fucking throwing a spaz attack, you know? Is that what happened, Tom? Did she actually try to reach out to him and like meet up with him or something while she was there? That wouldn't surprise me. Because I heard her talking about it yesterday. I heard her talking about, excuse me, about, she's like, oh, is IBL still in Cali? And she was like, I would be interested in doing an interview with him or something. I should do an interview with him. Yeah, quoting Martin Luther King and Malcolm X all in the cuffs. Yeah, exactly. Oh, yeah, she would be... she'd be threatening him with the Black Panthers and shit. You don't know who I am. Yeah, totally. Like, it would be bad. I mean, shit. I don't know. I see now my questions have been answered because I wondered before. I've always said, how come Alex doesn't go out to a bar? How come Alex, she doesn't have any kids? How come Alex doesn't go out and, meet anyone and mix it up and like go out and live her life and be a single adult, because that's what I would be doing if I could, but now I see why she doesn't, because I guess this is what happens. Like, she goes out and gets all intoxicated and emotional and makes a fool out of herself and then doubles down on that and jumps back on the internet. Yeah, I can't breathe. Exactly. And makes a fool out of herself on the internet some more, and then wakes up the next day and triples down and is like, no, I'm still gonna be all racist and, talk about the white devil and how white men are evil and all of that, and I guess threatened to get a hitman, allegedly. I don't know, a few times. I have a dream. Yeah, it's free to be free from these cuffs and bars. the injustice against me because I'm black. They're trying to silence me because I'm black, everybody. That's why they hate me. Yeah, that's exactly what she would say too. Pretty much. Yep. So I don't know. She's nobody. And then she was like bragging, "Oh, you probably don't know where I am," which is creepy enough as it is, because so she's like getting on a plane to go somewhere. God only knows who she's going to pop up and knock on their door or try to assault, or, you know, she could be packing a sniper rifle in her luggage. I have no idea, you know. I don't put anything past this woman. I really don't. I think that she seems to be becoming more and more unhinged as time goes on. And it's really a little concerning. But I don't know the ins and outs. I don't know if somebody like called on her, and maybe somebody went live. Maybe somebody did. Maybe somebody called and went live and live streamed in and was making fun of her or what. But, you know, obviously that shouldn't be a death sentence to them and their whole family or anything and their offspring. I don't know what the fuck happened exactly. I just know, you know, the clip that I was able to catch, that I saw, and I was able to share it here. But I was hoping somebody would have saw it and been able to clue me in a little bit more today and said, "Oh yeah, I watched it live and this is what happened," and or at least, I don't know. I was hoping to see, like, I feel like the clip that I really wanted to see, the one clip was really good, the like almost 5 minute, like the longer one, but or maybe 4 minutes, but the clip I really wanted to see was of, you know, the bar staff or whatever even approaching her and telling her in the first place that she has to leave. Like, I feel like there had to been more to it than just the guy being like, "Okay, time to go." Like, because at that point, I feel like must have already told her, like someone must have already told her that she needs to, you know, pack up and get out. Just by like the tone in his voice. And, you know, listen, I've been kicked out of bars before, so I know how it goes. You know what I'm saying? We all know that. I don't usually cry and throw a hissy fit about it, though. I don't think I've ever done that. One time they wouldn't let me back into my own work, and that was funny. I showed them, but I didn't do that. I did something else. I'm not going to talk about it right now. Nishan knows. No shit, Melrose. Yeah, that's exactly what it would be, too. That's exactly what it would be. So, yeah, that was a bit crazy. And so, I don't know. Last we know, she was at John Wayne Airport in the OC in Orange County, California. We don't know where she's heading, but we may have to, you know, guys, Crime Stoppers, Spicy Gang Crime Stoppers, we may have to keep an eye on her and, you know, keep the network informed so that we know where this nefarious individual may be popping up and like who she may be targeting. You know, that's all I know, because God only knows. It's yeah, I don't think yet. I think she might be going on a little crime spree first. She might be heading to Mexico after the fact, but I feel like she's going to try to, you know, settle the score with some individuals before, here in the good old US of A, before if she jumps on a plane in Mexico, I think it'll be after she's done her dirty work, you know? But yeah, I don't know. Everybody keep your eyes peeled for public figure Alexandra Melody Mears, because she could be coming to an airport near you, which is a little bit, you know, just be, you know, don't be scared, because God doesn't give us the spirit of fear, but be on guard, you know, be vigilant, stay vigilant. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. On a little, what did she call it before? Revenge tour. On a little revenge tour. She did this once before, as she claimed she was going on a revenge tour. And next thing you know, Tributary Traveler passed away, R.I.P. Orange Tributary Traveler. But, and then we haven't heard of I don't think really another, was there one in between then? And I think there was one in between then. That was the one she went to Florida, and that was the one where she putted up on Zaya, or he bicycled up on her while she was putting around on her scooter, or however that went. I don't know. But it was laughable. I did see it, and I know that much. I didn't see it live. I saw the clips. No shit, keep the news on. No shit, Melrose, right? Oh my gosh. I know, I wish we had an eye in the sky. I wish we had an inside like person that works for the airline that could keep tabs on her and you know, it's like I feel like we need like pull the map up and put a little like thing on it. Where were her last known whereabouts? Well, like I said, I know today she was at John Wayne Airport in Orange County, California. So we know that she departed from there. If anyone else ends up deceased and we need to track down, you know, her whereabouts, we might be able to starting there. That's a good jumping off point because they would have some record of her travel and where she's traveling to. So, you know, everybody just keep your eyes out. Keep an eye out. If anything suspicious goes down, or if you hear a snorting pig around and you look and you see a shadow, like a dark shadow scamper by, it may be the black pig. The black pig may be lurking in your town or city. Wait, what is she believing her about? Beauty Kitty, I like your name. Hey, Lunar, good to see you. She just defended her? Wait, what? Oh, goodness. The saga continues. Do I have to do more of this? The knocks. Yes, watch out for the knock, knock, knocking. Right? Pretty much, Melrose. She's defending her, and what, like, how? Like, she shouldn't have got kicked out of that bar. Don't pick on Alex. She's a nice lady. It's not her fault that she's single and 46. It's not because of the way that she acts. Oh, come on. No, you can't make excuses for that. No, I disagree. Agree to disagree. No, that's called grow the fuck up and handle your business. Grow up and handle your emotions. Grow up and learn how to cope. Grow up and get a grief counselor if you need to. You know what I'm saying? Especially, come on now, as that's dangerous too, as with what in Big T's field, and even as a recovering addict, that's dangerous to make excuses like that for people's behavior. Where they do that at? No shit. I don't know, but it's not going to do her any favors. Yeah, I am. I have been. I mean, I'm not going to... Would you expect me to be like, oh, because somebody said in the chat that she's defending her, and I'm supposed to be like, oh, fuck her. You know? She's entitled to her own opinion. I can agree to disagree. I can say, well, come on now. Yeah, where'd they do that at? You know, like, what happened to accountability and being an adult and coping? And like, if Alex obviously she has money, maybe she should be spending her money on therapy and a grief counselor instead of plane tickets and jet setting around to try to stalk streamers or whatever the fuck it is. That's not a good coping mechanism. You know what I'm saying? That's not the way to go about it. It's like, I get your shit together. Oh, okay. No, I know. I'm not trying to say you were or accuse you of that either. Seen her father? I have no idea, Melrose. Probably. Most likely. I would imagine. I wish I had money. Speaking of, please hit the Cash App, everyone, or the here, I'll turn my speaker on now, or the power chat. Power chat is on. Oh, now the speaker's on. I had to turn it off because I was playing some clips and I wanted them to play better. It sounds terrible when I play them over the speaker, but yeah, if you appreciate the content today, I would appreciate a dono if you can spare. It would be very nice of you, because I could use some donos right now, but I know I probably need to get myself cleaned up a little bit and get on cam too. I definitely wanted to, I might even start another stream for that, because I definitely wanted to cover this, and I just think it's kind of weird to, you know, I've already been covering this for like 2 hours, and I think it was a good stream, but I feel like if I do a tanning stream, maybe I'll just start a new stream to just have it be 2 separate streams, you know? On a fake online guy, she's gonna spend it on her AI boyfriend. I know, right? You think she was catfished? That's what I was thinking, Beauty Kitty. I was thinking, because the way that she was acting, I was like, and some of the things she was saying, I was like, so is this Alex guy like just a total catfish? Did he never exist? Did she fall for like a total catfish thing and then fly to California over it? And like, you know, but to me, there was a lot of red flags along the way, and everybody told her, like, maybe that's not a good idea, just recently in her stream when she was talking about going there. Yeah, I know, it's weird. Because I remember her telling me about this, Beauty Kitty. She told me about this situation, this guy, Alex, or whatever, like a year and a half ago or whatever, when I first started talking to Blogger, like when I first like really kind of like learned who he was and like made his acquaintance or whatever. And I thought at the time it was weird, and I got like a weird feeling about it, because her and I were like friendly back then, and we would talk like privately, sometimes for hours, you know, behind the scenes, because it seemed like she always wanted to talk and stuff. So it was kind of strange, because she was talking about, oh yeah, you and Blogger talking, and are you guys gonna meet up and blah blah blah. And we were talking about that. I don't remember exactly what was going on with that at the time, but I know we were talking about that, you know, having kind of like girl talk. And then she was like, oh yeah, and this guy, let me tell you what happened to me. This guy that I used to know or whatever just came out of the blue and messaged me and was like, you know, telling me that he knew me from LA, and when I used to live in LA, and he wants to like meet up with me and blah blah blah, and his name is Alex and all of this. So I heard her start talking about this again recently, and I was like kind of surprised, because even at the time I was like, I think she's making this up. Like in the back of my mind, I was like, listen, I'm like, oh okay, but I'm just thinking this is kind of weird. It's something that just didn't sit right with me. The way that she, I don't know if it was like the tone of her voice or what, but I just remember thinking, like, is she just making this up because she's like kind of like jealous because I'm talking to a guy and she doesn't want to feel like left out or something? It's like, it's kind of weird. So I thought that was weird like a year and a half ago. And then I noticed she recently started talking about the same story again. And I was like, wait, what? So has she been talking to this guy, she's saying, ever since then? Off and on, or what? So I don't know. I don't know if the whole thing's made up, if she actually got catfished, if the guy's a real guy. I don't know. I just know she's blowing a gasket over it, having like a shit fit online, throwing like a little tantrum, like, like a little kid or something. What am doing? Okay. I'm so confused. Oh, okay, I see it now. I was like, is Control alive now? I'm like, yeah, it's not playing now. What's going on?
See, I'm even gaggy now. Our address. It's apparently impossible to pull off. Well,
Oh, she has the DVR thing off, so you can't even rewind. Because I don't know what she's listening to now, but I didn't want to. I wanted to see her talking about Alex, but
I still think it's gonna be stunning.
I don't know
Step
what
one,
she's
you're up.
listening
Step
to.
2, a little bit of frosting. Step 3, a good pair of heels. And step 4,
Something.
wait.
I guess it has to do with nothing.
Okay, I need to back up for you guys. Oh, how the
She's not even saying anything.
I'm obsessed with this.
Okay. See, I don't get this. I don't get this. I don't. What is she doing? She's not even talking about anything. I went to Controla's live. I'm like, oh, she's live? So I go to her live and she's
I
just...
don't drink soda, really. I never really was a big soda drinker.
Oh, Lord. Are we back to this again? Don't do the soda thing again. I thought she was talking about... Maybe I missed her talking about Alex. Damn.
All right, then. So, what are we doing? Well, she should go out. Let's go right there, right?
Oh! My vitamins is on sale.
Yay.
No, not anymore.
I don't know what she's listening to.
Miami coming like with a bunch of girls and stuff. Here? No, it's Miami house. Not anymore. There's nothing coming now. I have some people coming, but not so later, bro. It's like. So, you can tell them take out. Should we just tell them take out?
I don't get this. I'm sorry. I don't get why people go live to just like stare down at their phones. Oh, hey, Aldi, good to see you again. Hold on, what are you saying? And like listen to other people. It's like, okay. Really? He's saying hateful stuff about me? Why? What's his problem now? He was just in here talking about the Blick Pig. So I don't know why he's saying hateful stuff about me now. But whatevs. Maybe he's mad because he can never have me. I don't know. I heard he wanted to send me a box of tampons. Didn't you say that? But then I was like, I don't know if I trust him. Maybe he's mad because he feels rebuffed, like I rebuffed his tampon gift. His tampon gift box. Ew, no, he better not say that. Ew. He better not. He's not going to do any such thing because that would mean he would have to get up out of his chair and leave his house because Lord knows I am not going to Michigan because I pissed him off. Uh-oh, what would he do? He was going to sneak up and R-word me? That's not cool. You better not. Well, thank you. If he really said that, I'm going to give him the Colombian necktie. And then we'll see who gets R-worded, won't we? You gotta convince him not to show up? Yeah, I bet. Now I know you're just pulling my leg, you goober. Yeah, he ain't going nowhere. That's what I said, Melrose. I said he might give the tampons like a little secret like injection of something. A time-released injectable. I don't know. I'm scared. And you wouldn't be able to tell either. What is that fucking noise? That was weird. What the fuck is that? Thank you. I appreciate you very much. Thank you, Aldi and the Aldi Army. I appreciate it. Oh, look at... No, it sounds like a bell. It sounds like something like jingling around. And I'm like... And I feel like I hear... It's annoying me. Who's a dummy? Are you talking to me? Are you calling me a dummy? Maybe what they say, what Aldi says is true then. Hey, Clumsy, good to see you. Thank you. I hope you're doing good as well. Is she wearing like a collar? Running around? She's wearing a pig collar with a bell on it, and she's running around outside the front of my house probably. The plane has already landed. She's already here. Just kidding. Wouldn't that be scary though? She's just phone. Hold on one second, guys. In fact, I gotta take a pee break. I'll be right back anyway. BRB. I gotta mute it. I'm gonna go pee. I'm gonna be right back. Sorry, I'm back. Good Time says, what? What did he do, Doug? Wait, whoa, what? No, I never heard of that. This is the first I've heard of that, anything like that, Doug. So I don't know what that's all about. I think you might be just making something up, because example, I've never heard about any of this. I think I would have heard about that by now if that were the case. you know? We need examples, Doug. We need examples if you're gonna be saying stuff like that. That's a pretty serious allegation. Ugh. I need to do more do. I'm almost done doing the do, though. I drank almost all of it, and I'm just like, man, I don't want to fall asleep outside. Yeah, I might have to go. You guys. I might just go and end this stream for now. What was that? Oh yeah, and that jingling bell was Sheridan. She's making a little bracelet. So that Scooby-Doo mystery has been solved. I had to tie the bracelet for her, and yeah. So that's what that jingling bell sound was. It wasn't the Blick Pig outside. Thank God. Oh my gosh. Has anybody played the Oregon Trail? Like the new one on Nintendo Switch? There's like a newer version. That shit's crazy, yo. I really enjoyed it. I just played it the last couple nights, actually. And I finally made it to Oregon, but only 3 of my party members made it to Oregon. The 3 men, which was sad. I just felt like the Oregon Trail was in a good place for women and children. And it just sucks because I feel like it was not fair because the men had like a longer, like bigger health bar than the women. And I mean, I just feel like the women were already at so many disadvantages. I'm like, why is their health bar got to be different? Because that's not fair. We're all humans. I mean, come on. Does that really, I mean, come on. So that was kind of a bummer about, there was a couple bummers about that game, but it was, all in all, it was a fun game. They made changes to it. It's kind of like very politically correct now where they really make, you know, the United States, it's kind of funny because they really make the United States like look bad. And of course the Native Americans look good, which, you know, I get it, but it's like, almost like they redid it, like very kind of like liberal, you know? But, you know, it's still interesting. It's an interesting, but it was like, I don't know, man. I don't know who redid that game. Like, I like the fact that it was redone, but it just kind of, like I said, it seems like really liberal. And then, I don't want to like give any spoilers, but there was a part of the game, because you go on like almost like these little side quest mission type things that you can accomplish on your way to Oregon, and one of them like really upset me, and like it really pissed me off because I feel like the whole thing was rigged because I did everything I could to like, you know, complete the mission in a good way, and then that didn't happen. And I was just like, man, I don't know if it's even possible to complete it, have success really with it. And so I'm like, man, that's not cool. Like, because this is a game like a lot of kids are going to be playing. So like, why did you do that? Why did you got to do that? Like, that's kind of evil, honestly, especially if there's no way to complete that mission successfully. I'll just put it that way without giving any spoilers in case you want to play the game. But it's a fun game. It's cheap. At least like when I bought it, it was like $16.50 or something on the Nintendo Switch. And it's obviously, you know, it is educational. And I don't know, it's just really neat for me to play it again as an adult because I always sucked at playing it when I was a kid and I always died immediately, basically. But it was fun to play it as an adult, and, you know, it was neat to just make the trek and just kind of like, I don't know, I learned a little bit, you know, myself even about history and about geography and about the good old US of A. So that was pretty cool. So it's educational and informative, even if you're an adult, let alone, you know, children, obviously. Like, it's great for kids, but it's a fun learning game. But it's fun even if you're an adult, too. Like, I really enjoyed the new version of it on Nintendo Switch, and I'm actually excited to play it again. They have, like, the mini games where you can hunt and fish, which is really fun, and they're pretty easy. They make it pretty easy, so it's not very hard. And it's just, you know, it's fun. And then there's like it's almost like Stardew Valley, or like, oh, what's that game called? The other game, Animal Crossing, where you have like kind of a catalog of different fish and different animals that you can encounter, you know, in the wild. And so that's pretty cool. And so you can go back and play it, you know, several different times and pick your different party members, and it's just really fun. I don't know, I like it. I thought it was a neat game for, you know, maybe it's just like for nerds or something like me, but I really enjoyed it. Doug is not telling me, no one's telling me, no one's saying anything now. Maybe everybody left to, I don't know. But anyway, that's cool. Maybe I'll leave you guys and I'll just go out and tan myself and not stream it. I don't fucking know. I don't know what to do at this point. But we'll see. I've been chilling the last couple of days. I've been really trying to chill and just take it easy, and it's been good. I've been kind of just self-caring. And yeah, it's been nice spending time with Cher, and just, you know, spending some quality time at home, chilling. She kind of like, I'm trying to get her into the Oregon Trail. I want to play it again. I'm excited to play it again. And see, I think now that I've played it once, I think I can get all of my party members there now that I have a little bit of experience. Hold on, I'm gonna go try to figure out. Well, I'm gonna be right back. I need to figure some shit out. What is going on in here? Trail. Bring your hard tack. No, and your sleeve. Why? Because what? No, you are not. Stop it. No, you're not going to pull this crap. I swear, you better stop being like this to me about this. I'm telling you. I'm not stopping everything my whole day to take you to the dang dollar store. This girl is obsessed with mystery boxes of, I don't know, man. I don't know if I should go out there today. Yeah, I know. R.I.P. Rough. I'm sorry, everybody. I don't know what to do, guys. It says it's 102. Maybe I will. It says it's 102 and sunny. She's in there. I'm going to probably restart my stream if I do that then. She said she doesn't want to go out there today. I could just put like a tiny, tiny bit of water in the bounce house, I guess. And that wouldn't be too bad. And go out there and get my tan on a little bit. But yeah, she just said she doesn't want to go out there today. That's a bummer. Okay, I think I'm going to end my stream and restart another stream and just do like a tanning stream and get ready for that. So I'll be back. I'll see you guys soon, hopefully. Love y'all. Keep your eyes peeled for the black pig. She could be coming to your city or town, so stay vigilant, Spicy Gang. Love you all. Have a blessed day. I hope I see you soon. Bye for now.